Hello, this is Maggie Carey coming to you with Legacy Stories, the legacy beyond the business. Legacy Stories is a series designed to spotlight Master Network's New York region members and their story on how they have grown their business and they're building a legacy beyond the business. Today, we have a double treat. We have the power couple of Liz and Abie Gabor. Welcome. How are you today?
Thank you so much for having us. We're so happy to be with you.
It's great to be here.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. I tell you, we have a few power couples in Master Networks. These are husband and wife teams or spouses that are building separate businesses or the same business together as a team. And they're using their Master Networks membership to build that legacy beyond the business. So we're going to have a unique format from our standard format. This is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to be asking questions to both of you. And Liz, if you could go first, Abie second, and then we can also comment on each other's questions. So let's start with just tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
Okay. My name is, as Maggie said, is Liz Gabor. My first career was as a geriatric social worker. I have my master's in social work. And as I was going back into business, I knew after years of meditating that I wanted to go into the wellness side, the prevention side. And I became a mind-body medicine practitioner in addition to a certified success coach and Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. And really, as a result of coaching my coaching services, I really help people to live, love, and have the best lives that they want to have for themselves in all of the areas of their lives that matter most to them. So
I love that, Liz. Thank you so much. Abie, how about you?
Well, most people in Master Networks don't even realize this. So for 33 years, I was an owner of 6 different supermarkets. And the business that I currently do now, I was introduced to when I was still in that supermarket business. And what I do is I help businesses as well as individuals save money on essential services that they have, want, need, and use every day. But when I was introduced to this, while I was still in the supermarket business, mind you, very busy, when I was introduced and was told that you could actually get paid from these bills, well, that interested me. I learned about it. I loved it. And now I've completely transitioned. I sold the last of my retail spaces 4 years ago. And now I transitioned from what once I was the boss, the employer, hundreds of employees. Now I simply mentor people, or I just help people with bills that they pay every month.
How long have you been in Master Networks, and what chapter are you both from?
How long have you been?
I would say it was last summer of 2019. I can't remember, June, July, August, somewhere in that range. So 13, 14, 15 months.
And I was in for a couple months before. We're in the White Plains chapter, Friday morning.
Friday mornings.
Yes.
Nice.
And I was like, I had never been in a networking group before. As I said, I was a social worker, and we didn't know. And so it was something that was very new to me. And I just was like, wow, I really this is such a great group. And the model is so great. And so I was like, you have to check this out for your business. Like, it's perfect.
Oh,
and so then Abie started coming, and then
and you just shared the wealth, right? So Liz and Abie, can you tell me how Master Networks has impacted you individually?
So I would say the first thing that comes to mind is that we have made lifelong friends that I don't know if we would have crossed paths with, if we had not met Master Networks. And that means so much to me because, quality friendships, I think, that are real and you just have real conversations right away. And I think Master Networks fosters that even with the whole bond method of when I actually meet with people for the first time, where it's just like, I'm cutting through the, hi, how are you? Into the like, tell me about yourself. Let's connect. So that would be number one. And number two would be, that it just validates what I do, because every week the tidbits that are shared are things that I teach and things that I embody, and so I love that I can that it's being spread, that stuff that I think should be taught in every school that's not is being spread around to entrepreneurs and to our chapters and to our members. And so, I love that. And that's one of the reasons why I love it. I mean, it's a big reason why I love Master Networks, because it just always reminds me of what's important, what's important really.
Exactly. Same question to you, Abie. What would you say would be the biggest impact Master Networks has had on your life?
So it's a great question, and it's not easily answered in just one thing.
No, it isn't.
Not at all. And I agree with everything that Liz said already. So I'll just expand upon it with other things about Master Networks that I truly love. As you said, Maggie, it's relationship oriented, which is what I love. It's not referral based in any which way. So those of you who are interested possibly in joining Master Networks, if you're coming in thinking about how many referrals am I going to get, that's not the way we roll. It's strictly or predominantly about the relationships that you're going to build with people, and then through those relationships, organically, business will occur, because people are gonna. It's the know you, like you, trust you funnel that does occur organically. Master Networks is also a national organization, so I've developed this all around the country, and people are so welcoming to seeing people from other chapters, from other regions.
So tell me, is there a story that you would like to share about your Master Networks experience?
So just there's many. There are many. What comes to mind first, in lieu of what the question at this moment, is that I'm working with someone who does organizing and helping you to just simplify and let go of things that you want to let go of. And it's actually one of the teachings that I teach, is to clean up your messes and incompletes, because you need to have a clear space in order to bring in the new stuff that you want to bring in. And it's something that I've struggled with, and I've thought about hiring somebody, but I happened to meet someone in Master Networks, a beautiful woman named Christy Casals. Shout out, Christy. And she's come to my house twice now for 4-hour stints, and she just has helped me to release things and get things in order. My closet looks so beautiful, and I would not have done it. It was just too overwhelming without her. So it just reinforces that, that the theory that I teach also, which is, none of us are in this alone. We can ask for help when we need it. And, I reached out for help, and I'm so glad that I did.
What about you, Abie?
So also a lot of stories, but one that really comes to mind is as follows. So I've been able to actually build a team of business partners in the Gulf Coast region of Louisiana, which has also now spread to Texas. And only because of what we're going through and these Zoom meetings that we go to, and then which led to face-to-faces, and through these conversations that we had, developing friendships, and then one conversation leads to another. And then when we start talking about business, and I probably didn't speak about my business till maybe the third face-to-face.
Wow.
So the person that comes to mind is, I think she's the regional partner in the Gulf Coast region, or Victoria Stopenall.
Oh, she's amazing.
She became my business partner. And through her, there's another gentleman there. His name is EJ Desatel, and another Master Networks member, 3 of them. And through those 3, we're now into double digits of people.
How is this helping you go beyond your business?
what I always want to do is to help people and to see how I could help people grow, not just in the New York region, but in all 50 states and in every country that I do business in. And what I am seeing through what's going on here now, I've already started achieving that in other states, and I could see how I can help other people grow both personally and professionally.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. When I see other people get elevated, it just warms my heart.
Every time I show up in a meeting, like it's part of my legacy. The way I show up, I want to show up with a positive mindset. I want to show up with a smile on my face. I want to make whoever I get into that room with in a breakaway feel good and feel listened to and feel seen and heard, and that they're valuable to me in that moment. So like that is part of just my legacy in general of how I want how I want them to feel, after spending time with me. And then just, we're trying to contribute as much as we can. We have a little announcement.
Oh, okay. So you're going to hear it here first, guys. Tell us the good news.
So starting in a couple of weeks, I am going to be the vice president of White Plains Friday Morning Chapter, and I asked him to become the president. I just think we are a really good team, and I think that because of the events of COVID and watching him, Abie, in action of how he really just there was no stopping him. He was just unstoppable. He was just out there, going to go and meet as many people in as many states, and I think that is something that he could bring to the, among many other things, to the group as the president. And as far as the VP, that's the teaching, that's my jam. So it's perfect.
Being part of the leadership team in Master Networks is truly a privilege, and it says something about the both of you and your commitment to the culture of Master Networks, that you've both been selected to be the top VP, president and VP in the same chapter is amazing. The fact that you both live together, work together, and play together. Liz, we've had this conversation before, and I love what you say. You're growing together. You've got that commonality, that shared passion in what you do. And I just respect the two of you so much for dedicating so much of your personal time to growing your chapter in White Plains. I think that's an admirable trait that you both have, where you're helping each other, but you're helping others by helping others in your chapter grow your chapter. But it's beyond that, right? It's that helping spirit that flows through your energy, and that's an attraction. The president and vice president of a chapter are an integral part of growing the chapter, because they're the energy source, right? That's where everybody gets that energy.
Absolutely. We've been so blessed in our chapter with our leadership that, and exactly, they plug right into that, and so people feel immediately, like for our president, Teresa, like immediately we feel hugged by her when we enter the room. And that is something that we're going to definitely cultivate and really pay attention to.
And, I'm going to put up the Master Networks website again. It's masternetworksny.com. If you go over to our calendar section, you can find the White Plains chapter. Can you tell me, what time do you meet on Fridays?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. So you can pop on over. The information and the links are right there. You can visit their chapter and see Liz and Abie in action with their chapter. I'm so excited. I can't wait to go and visit you guys when you take over. That'll be very exciting. Abie, I'm just going to pop up your contact information. Please visit abiegabor.com and of course lizgabor.com. Both of them are amazing individuals. Schedule a face-to-face with them. You've gotten to know them a little bit here in our legacy stories, but there's so much more. Abie had done a presentation. I still have chills from it. I'm not going to tell you anymore because he needs to tell you the story. Of course, Liz holds events. She does online right now, where they're the ageless goddess that she is, and empowers us all to be that ageless goddess.
You are Miss Maggie Carey. I really we appreciate you for doing this. I mean, you're amazing. I had not known you enough like until recently, and I just think you're amazing. I think you're amazing,
Oh,
and I love. I think you're great. You're just great, and I love what you
We're,
do.
we're, we're
and I
so
love
grateful to be here with you.
Yeah.
oh, it's my honor. Thank you for coming. And you gave me a great lead in, Liz. It was almost like we planned this, but I didn't have to. So this is my contact information. If you want to get to know me a little bit more, you reach out to me on my website. Just to let you know, at Master It Media, we educate businesses on developing engaging social media presence that will skyrocket your promotion for less time, money, and stress in order to cultivate a loyal audience and to get you discovered. We hope that you will visit one of our chapters in Master Network's New York region or around the country. Feel free to reach out to any of us. We're all happy to help you, whether Liz and Abie Gabor here in their White Plain chapter and within the New York region, because they're all over the place. So you can see them in many different chapters. Or if you want to join me in one of the chapters that I'm at, again, we're going to say thank you to you both. I appreciate your time and your energy and all of the wonderful things that you provide for us here at Master Networks. And in closing, any last final words for our listeners?
I have a final word that I have to say about you, Maggie, because for those of you that don't realize it, this is a woman of such humility. You give so much to Master Networks every day. And I am so grateful for everything that you do for all of us. She doesn't shoot to get the credit or anything like that. She just does it from her heart. And you've got a heart of diamonds, not just gold. So I am so grateful to you for all that you do for all of us.
Oh, I'm truly humbled. Thank you. It is extremely high praise coming from someone like you and Liz with your experience and the wealth of people you know. I do, like you. My goal is to help people. That's how we're built. We're just that sense of satisfaction when you've helped somebody through whatever their challenge might be. They're providing, and for sure, this Master Networks organization, with what we've done with Zoom in the middle of the coronavirus, so many businesses flourished during this time because they had a support system. They did not have to build in isolation, which is amazing. And thank you so much for all your kind words. Both of you are a gem, and certainly warms my heart to count you as friends as well as fellow Master Networks members. Yes. So thank you so much.
Well, yes, we are. And so for anybody, just don't hesitate. Just jump on a meeting. You will be enveloped by people. Just don't wait. Just go do it. Nobody should be doing this alone. We are here to support you.
We are a family.
We are a family. It is totally a family. Yeah.
It's great. And that's one of the reasons why we encourage you to join Master Networks. It is the reason we feel so passionately about it, because it's a phenomenal organization with excellent resources. The value that you get for your membership is ridiculous. If you figure out how much you pay for your membership a month, for $50 a month, it's ridiculous. I can go to 20 meetings a week. I can meet great people. I have an educational resource in the back, in the Master Networks hub. In addition, because I've sponsored more than 5 people, I don't have to pay my $50.
Yeah.
So I network for free, and so can you. And you. So join us and find out what all the fuss is about. Yeah. So this is Maggie Carey signing off with Liz and Abie Gabor. Have a fabulous week, everybody, and make sure you visit that chapter. Like Liz said, listen to her. She knows what she's talking about. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Maggie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.